Have you ever woken up in the morning, placed your feet on the floor, and felt your knees or hips protest before the day even begins? Have you ever wondered why the pain seems worse after a full night's rest instead of better? A patient of mine once described it perfectly. She said, "Doctor, I go to bed hoping to recover, but I wake up feeling like my joints aged 10 years overnight." And as I listened to her, I realized how many older adults quietly accept this pattern without ever questioning what happens while they sleep. Now I want you to imagine this. Picture yourself lying comfortably in bed, thinking your body is healing. Yet one simple thing you do every night is silently making your joints stiffer, more swollen, and more painful by morning. It doesn't make sense at first glance, does it? But that's exactly why today's topic is so important. Over the years, research has shown a powerful and often overlooked link between sleep quality and joint pain. Most seniors believe pain begins with movement, with walking, or with age itself. But in reality, inflammation often builds during the quiet hours of the night. While you sleep, your joints go through a delicate recovery cycle. If that cycle is disrupted, your body wakes up unprepared for the day, leaving your knees, hips, and shoulders feeling locked and achy. Here's the surprising part. Many older adults unknowingly reinforce their own inflammation because of a single nighttime habit they never thought twice about. It's something incredibly common, something millions of seniors do every evening without realizing the impact. And this one habit may be the biggest reason why your morning joint pain feels like it's getting worse instead of better. After more than 3 decades of caring for seniors, I've seen patients transform their mornings simply by correcting the way they sleep. Small adjustments brought more relief than they ever expected. That's why I'm here with you today, sharing this as clearly and warmly as I can. Because you deserve mornings that feel hopeful, not painful, and nights that help your body heal, not break down. Stay with me, and remember to subscribe, like, and share Senior Health Daily so we can continue this journey together. In the next part, we'll uncover the hidden habit that quietly fuels joint pain and what you can do tonight to change everything. Why sleep quality matters for joint pain. When we think about joint pain, we often blame age, activity, or old injuries. But many seniors are surprised to learn that the real source of their discomfort often begins during the quiet hours of the night. Sleep is supposed to be a time of deep recovery when the body repairs the wear and tear from the day. Yet for many older adults, sleep becomes a hidden source of inflammation. When sleep is shallow or fragmented, cortisol levels rise. This stress hormone increases swelling inside the joints, making them feel stiff, tender, or swollen by morning. You may believe you slept enough because the clock says you got 7 hours, but without deep restorative sleep, your joints simply don't get the reset they desperately need. I've seen so many older adults underestimate how much their nighttime habits shape the way their joints behave the next day. They assume the problem begins when they stand up, but in truth, the problem began hours earlier while lying in bed. If your joints don't recover overnight, your morning stiffness becomes predictable instead of optional. Hidden ways sleep affects joint tissue. When you fall asleep, something remarkable happens inside your joints. Your cartilage begins absorbing fluid that nourishes and cushions the bones. It's the only chance cartilage gets to refresh itself because it has no direct blood supply. But this healing can't happen well if circulation is restricted by poor sleep positions. When you curl too tightly or twist your hips out of alignment, the pressure on your knees and hips interrupts the flow of fluids needed for repair. Many seniors describe their joints as dry or creaky in the morning, and that sensation is often the direct result of this disrupted overnight nourishment. Deep sleep and REM sleep are even more important. These stages are when the body repairs microdamage, reduces swelling, and calms nervous system activity. Without enough time in these stages, your joints wake up unprepared. It's like expecting a tired machine to perform at full capacity. The joint simply isn't ready. The shocking sleep habit. Revealed. Now we arrive at the surprising truth that most seniors never consider. The sleep habit quietly worsening morning stiffness is the instinctive habit of curling or twisting the body during sleep. Many people pull their knees close to their chest because it feels comforting. Others twist their lower body. While sleeping on their side, some lock one knee forward and rotate the hip unconsciously. It feels natural in the moment, but holding this position for hours restricts blood flow and compresses the joints. One woman I treated spent nearly a decade waking up with painful, swollen knees. She tried medication, diet changes, and physical therapy. None brought lasting relief. When we looked at her sleep, we discovered she curled tightly on her right side every single night. Her hip rotated, her knee pressed inward, and her circulation was restricted for hours. When she began using a pillow to support her hips and stopped curling so tightly, her morning pain improved in just weeks. Another patient curled into a fetal position out of habit because it helped him fall asleep faster. But every morning, he woke with hips so tight he needed several minutes to stand upright. Once he adjusted his position, his flexibility and comfort dramatically improved. These small nighttime habits create big morning consequences. Nighttime joint pain triggers. Most seniors ignore beyond curled sleeping. There are several nighttime triggers that worsen joint pain. Dehydration is one of the most overlooked. When the body lacks adequate fluids, the joints lose essential lubrication. Eating too late in the evening triggers digestion during sleep and increases inflammation. Sleeping on the stomach causes spinal misalignment that affects the hips and knees. The mattress plays a major role as well. A very soft mattress causes the body to sink unevenly. A mattress that is overly firm creates pressure points that restrict circulation. Even pillows matter because a pillow too high or too low strains the neck and shifts pressure down into the spine and hips. These triggers add up silently, shaping the way your joints feel before you even get out of bed. Inflammation and sleep problems. Inflammation becomes more aggressive when sleep is disrupted. If you toss and turn throughout the night, your body doesn't regulate inflammatory chemicals correctly. You may unknowingly create a loop of discomfort. Your joints hurt, so you move around trying to get comfortable. This shallow sleep raises inflammation. The inflammation increases the next morning's pain. That pain makes the next night's sleep even worse. Many seniors feel trapped in this loop and don't realize the escape begins with correcting how the body rests at night. Think of your joints like hard-working gears. If they are kept twisted or pressed for hours without lubrication, they will grind. They will tighten. They will protest. Sleep should restore them, not stress them. Senior sleep habits that quietly worsen pain. Some habits feel harmless but quietly damage the restoration process. Long daytime naps reduce nighttime deep sleep. Going to bed too late interferes with the body's natural rhythm, which is strongest before midnight. Using the phone in bed exposes the eyes to blue light that blocks melatonin and prevents deep rest. Waking and sleeping at different times each day confuses the internal clock, weakening the body's ability to enter natural healing cycles. These habits accumulate silently and shape how the joints behave each morning. Practical fixes that reduce morning pain. The good news is that the body responds beautifully when you provide the right environment. If you sleep on your side, placing a pillow between your knees gently aligns your hips. Keeping your knees relaxed instead of curled prevents compression. If you sleep on your back, placing a pillow beneath your knees reduces strain on the lower back and supports the hips. These small adjustments protect circulation and ease pressure on the joints. A room temperature of 65 to 67 degrees supports deeper sleep and reduces inflammation. Gentle stretching before bed prepares the joints by lengthening the muscles that tend to tighten during the day. Proper pillow height aligns the spine and reduces pressure that travels downward through the hips and knees. Hydration supports lubrication of the joints. A warm evening shower relaxes muscles. Herbal tea calms the nervous system. Soft breathing exercises reduce cortisol and help the body enter deeper sleep. Real patient stories. One 72-year-old woman eliminated nearly all her knee stiffness by adjusting only her sleep posture. She was shocked by how quickly her body responded. Another patient who battled hip pain for 15 years found relief when he stopped eating heavy meals late at night. He thought his pain came from age, but it actually came from nighttime inflammation triggered by digestion. A man in his 60s believed surgery was his next step because of severe morning back pain. But when he replaced his oversized pillow with a supportive one that kept his spine neutral, his pain reduced dramatically. These stories remind us that sometimes the most powerful solutions are the simplest ones. Before we continue, if you find this helpful, please subscribe, like, and share the Senior Health Daily channel. It helps us reach more older adults who need this information and gives me the encouragement to continue creating content that supports your health and daily comfort. Build deeper emotional value. Joint pain is not a sign of weakness. It is your body gently asking for care. Your joints have carried you through a lifetime of memories, responsibilities, and moments that shaped who you are. They deserve attention, patience, and the kind of rest that allows them to heal. Sleep is one of the simplest medicines available to you, yet so many seniors overlook it. A few mindful changes can shape your mornings, your mobility, and your quality of life. Healing happens quietly, slowly, and consistently. In the next part, we will bring everything home with a gentle, emotional closing to help you feel understood, encouraged, and ready to take back your mornings with confidence and hope. As we come to the end of our time together today, I want you to take a deep breath and let something settle gently in your heart. Joint pain is not something you're meant to simply accept as a part of aging. It is not a punishment. It is not a sentence you must live with forever. When you understand the connection between joint pain and sleep, you gain something incredibly powerful. You gain clarity, you gain control, and most importantly, you gain hope. Your body has carried you through decades of life, through work, family, joy, loss, celebration, and quiet moments of strength you may not even remember anymore. Your joints have been with you through every step, every year, every season of your journey. They deserve rest. They deserve kindness. When you give your body better sleep, when you shift your nighttime habits even slightly, you support healing from the inside out. I want you to hold on to this truth. Healing is possible. Whether you are 60, 70, or well into your 80s, your body is still capable of responding, repairing, and growing stronger. Small changes can reshape the quality of your mornings. Simple habits practiced at night can create comfort that stays with you throughout the day. You are not fragile, you are resilient, and your body is always doing its best to take care of you. As you move forward, remember you are not alone in this. This community we are building here at Senior Health is a place where you are supported, understood, and encouraged. Every step you take toward better rest, every morning you wake with less stiffness. Every moment of comfort is something to be grateful for. If this video brought you clarity or comfort, I warmly invite you to subscribe, like, and share Senior Health Daily so more older adults can find relief and hope just like you. I'm grateful to walk this journey with you. I'll see you in the next video.